Once upon a time, I used to do these videos sitting down. I figured, I would do it again today. That, and when I get too close to the door, my family insists on watching really loud YouTube videos on the TV today. So I guess if you can identify any of them based on sound, I don't know how loud they're going to be, but they've been pretty loud. And this is really the only opportunity I have to record. So if you can identify any of them, I might do a giveaway. I don't know, so listen closely, I guess. Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome to Friday's late upload, which was originally supposed to be Wednesdays. I put it off till Friday, and then whatever. It's against NBZ. It's an Uber's match that he already uploaded his end. I figured I would just put up my end and then, give my take on some of the things that happened and things that, I don't know. We'll go ahead and play it back right now. As you can see, I brought sun. I tend to always bring sun when it comes to weathers, I've rarely, if ever, brought rain to anything. Sun is just a weather I like to use. This Skyman abuses it because he has growth on him. I brought Palkia just for the, just in case you run into opposing weather teams. It is choice spec, so you can abuse Surf and Thunder. Groudon, just for the sun. Deoxys is the dual screener. Ho-Oh is just a nice attacker for the sun. And, with Sacred Fire and whatnot. And then I just brought Tropius just to fuck around. I was like, you know what? I don't really feel like bringing Charm or anything like that today. It doesn't really do too hot in Ubers. In Standard, I can get away with it sometimes, but not this tier. And then, not like I can really get away with Tropius either, but whatever. Fuck it. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Stealth Rocks right off the bat, as he decides to go for the Draco Meteor. Now, I don't know what kind of Dialga this is right off the bat, because I do outspeed the Scar variant, as he did mention in his video. So I figure I'm gonna set up Stealth Rocks, and then I'm gonna go ahead and set up a screen of my choice. Depending on what screen I set up, he can just go to a different threat, the one that isn't of the screen that was set up. Just like if I set up the light screen, he would go to a physical threat after his -4, or vice versa. If I were to set up the Reflect, then he could go into a special threat, that kind of thing. But for now, I figure I'm going to go into Groudon because he's going to want to switch anyway, and I can T-Wave the next thing to come in. Now, I don't really know what his thought process was here for bringing this thing in, but I do have T-Wave on this thing, and that's going to catch this thing, right there, and cut its speed, just because paralysis and whatnot. He thought I didn't have Earthquake on this thing. I do have Earthquake on this thing, and I will explain why he didn't end up seeing it all match. It was just me thinking that he would do things that he didn't really end up doing. That's all it really boils down to. But I do have Stone Edge on this guy, so I got Edgequake, and then I got Dragon Claw, and then I got T-Wave. It's a physically defensive thing. That's all you really need to know about it. So, he's going to go ahead and bring in his own Groudon. Now, I'm going to bring in my Ho-Oh because I know he hasn't set up the rocks yet, and I figure I can be, in before rocks, that kind of thing. But he T-Waves me right back, and I'm like, you copycatting son of a bitch. I just did this here, not even 2 turns ago. But the thing is, I don't think he has Stone Edge on his guy. I believe he has Stealth Rocks instead of Stone Edge, because he gave me this Groudon set back when I was trying to get into Uber, so it's the exact same EVs and everything, just the movesets are slightly tweaked. I figured I got a lot of Stealth Rockers anyways, so I'm not really going to need Groudon to be another one, especially when I tend to bring a Deoxys speed in 90% of Uber's matches anyway, or a Deoxys in general. I don't have a Deoxys attack, I should probably fix that, but he paralyzes me. I know that this thing doesn't have Stone Edge, or at least I would assume that it doesn't have Stone Edge just based on what I've seen from it in his videos and all that kind of stuff. But I go for Sacred Fire in the sun, and I assume it'll do a decent amount of damage, and it does, but it leaves him alive, and that really pisses me off, because now he's able to go into his Zekrom, and I really wanted to predict the switch. I should have. I don't know what I was thinking, but whatever. So I end up going for the Recover instead. I think he knows that this is a Regenerator one. I told him about it once upon a time, so I don't really feel the need to explain myself multiple times. But what I didn't know is that he had Stone Edge on this thing. If he missed, that would have been fantastic. I do say I could have predicted this because I do have Earthquake on this thing. So if he brought that in and I went for the Earthquake, don't know if it would have taken him out, but it would have done a pretty hefty chunk of damage. And if he did have that Earthquake damage and was still alive, then, maybe killed himself off to life from Blink Coil, that kind of thing. But I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Skyman now, and he's going to go ahead and switch out, I believe, just to go to his Groudon as death fodder. But I see this opportunity as an opportunity to growth. I don't know why I saw this as an opportunity. I guess he was just scared of the Earth Power, and I was like, we'll do it now because it's a good opportunity. Or I thought it was. I've been seeing opportunity a lot, but I don't know. I saw it and I was like, let's just go for it. So there's the growth. That means I am now at +2 spec attack, +2 attack, but the attack is basically relevant. It's just nice to be able to change it from like a I don't know, just a +1 to a +2. It's, I don't know. I really like Growth in the Sun, and I wish I could abuse it on more things. But he's going to go into Dialga now. Now, I did not know that this thing was Scarfed. He thought I was under that assumption the entire time. I was completely in the dark. You know, I should definitely know that he has one, just because I watch his videos and shit. But I didn't think it would be this one, because I've seen him run multiple Dialgas. Just fucking whatever. I thought this thing was gonna set up rocks and it has Draco, that kind of thing. All I saw in it was Draco. I didn't really have enough to base off of that, but I figured, okay, he switched it in because maybe he thinks he can live in Earth Power, and he'll probably be right. But I am Life Orb and +2. I was like, I might as well fucking chance it, and I end up dying. So whatever. But I do go for the T-Wave just because I'm pretty sure I can take a -2 Draco Meteor. And I'm going to try to catch something on the Switch. Now, right here is where he thought I didn't have Earthquake because he probably thought I would have gone for it. I thought the entire time that he was going to go out into Rayquaza to dodge the Earthquake. That is pretty much the only explanation for that. And it turns out he's got a mixed Zekrom as I decide to go for the T-Wave and try to get the other, any of the other things on the Switch in. You know, I was expecting Rayquaza to come in the entire time, and it never came in, not until I killed this thing off. So I was like, alright, maybe he'll go into it now, not expecting me to go for another T-Wave again, so I go for the Dragon Claw. And it does not fail. It does not kill, it fails to kill. That's what I meant to say. And on top of that, you know, he doesn't even kill himself off with Life Orb Recoil, but at least he's paralyzed, so I can finish the job now. But I took a lot of unnecessary damage just based on the fact that he did have another poke lying in the wings, and I don't know what he was going to do with it. But naturally, he's going to save him for the end game, just because Choice Banded, Extreme Speed, Choice Banded, anything from Rayquaza is going to hurt really fucking bad. And on top of that, he's still got the Arceus with E-Speed, which gets Stab on it. It's got Life Orb. I don't know what nature he's running, but it's the god of Pokemon. It's going to fucking hurt regardless. So, he's going to go for an E-Speed right now just to attempt to finish me off. I believe it will anyways. I know I'm defensive and everything, but that's a Choice Banded Extreme Speed. So, I decided to go into my Palkia now, just because I believe his last two things, you know, the best option is just going to be Spatial Rend. And I'm hoping I can take this E-Speed reasonably well to the point where I can take this, and then an unboosted one from Arceus. But looking at how much the first one did, I don't think I'm going to be able to take a second one. Thank God the Spatial Rend didn't miss. But at least I'm able to hit the Rayquaza, and that takes that thing out. So scores 2-1 in my favor slightly, but he will be able to pull ahead right now just because he will be able to finish this thing off with an E-Speed. And all I have left, I believe, is Tropius. I see you giving me that look. Don't do it. I don't know what I was thinking that game. I was looking through the boxes because my NU box is right next to Uber's, and I was like, let's put that there. And it didn't really end up working out. But this is one of those 4th gen sets, so it doesn't have Harvest, but I think it has a little bit of HP. I don't know. I don't know what the base HP on this thing is, but I might have just done max attack and speed. I think DD and Leaf Blade are illegal, so this is just a Swords Dance, Roost, Leaf Blade, and I think Aerial Ace or something like that. So dual stab. It's not really cut out for it, but as you can see, he's going to go for an E-Speed as I go for a Roost. What I should have done right here is I should have gone for the Leaf Blade, predicting him to Swords Dance, and hopefully, you know, maybe gotten a crit, that kind of thing. I mean, I'm adamant, but this thing doesn't really have a lot of attack. That probably would have been my only shot at winning, as opposed to him just getting up an E-Speed flat out right now, and then just taking me out on the next turn for the win. And I kept telling myself afterwards, you know what? If I'd have brought something reasonable other than a Tropius for that last thing, I probably could have won it. But then I thought to myself, whatever. You know what? I really don't care. As long as I had fun with it, that's what counts. And I did. I thought it was a pretty fun game, and I hope you guys did too. So if you did, you're welcome to leave a like rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing, and notice how they haven't played a single video once. Fucking scumbag video viewers. Not you guys. Them. Fuck. Okay. I could have done this. Whatever. Okay. I got TCGO coming up later tonight, and then I'm going to see about having a Pokemosh Pit upload rendering in the wait as well, and then we kind of got that going on, and that's about it. So I will see you guys next week, probably on, well, Monday. So, Monday. Bye.